Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready to dive into something really wild.
Always.
Great. So today we're going to be exploring those, recurring dreams, the ones that happen in really specific locations.
Fascinating stuff.
You guys sent in an audio recording
Right.
from a man named Robert Haastrup-Timmi.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah, and his story is, well, it's pretty mind-blowing. He's convinced that his recurring dreams, especially the ones he has on his living room couch in Cape Town, are pointing towards something way beyond, like, our current understanding of reality.
Definitely a compelling story. The idea that certain locations could act as like triggers
Yeah.
for unusual dream experiences. It's
Yeah.
a theme we see all the time,
Oh, for sure.
throughout history,
Right.
from ancient sacred sites
Yeah.
to modern reports of hauntings and things.
Totally. Okay, so let's
Yeah.
unpack Robert's experience a bit here.
Okay.
He talks about having these incredibly vivid dreams, always with similar themes.
But only when he falls asleep on his couch in Cape Town.
Okay.
So what's going on there?
Well, he describes these dreams as involving large gatherings of people
Okay.
from tons of different backgrounds, and there's this overwhelming sense of joy and generosity, like a celebration of humanity almost.
Oh, wow.
But here's where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
He also mentions that his house in these dreams is always slightly different.
Really?
Yeah, the gate might be in a different place or certain rooms look altered.
Like a weird uncanny valley kind of thing?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's not just random dream images.
No.
There's a recurring narrative and a sense of something being a bit off.
Right.
To make it even weirder. He had similar experiences years ago in Bristol,
Oh, really?
where he frequently had out-of-body experiences. Again, always in a specific location.
Wow, so this pattern of location-specific,
Yeah.
unusual dream activity
Right?
raises some pretty big questions.
Yeah, like...
Is there something about these places themselves that could be influencing his dreams?
Okay.
Maybe some kind of energetic resonance we don't fully understand.
Right. And Robert is pretty vocal about his frustration with how the scientific community often dismisses these kinds of experiences.
Oh, I see.
He insists that dreams are more than just a replay of past events, especially since his dreams often feature elements he's never encountered in waking life.
He has a point.
Yeah.
The traditional view of dreams
Right.
as simply a way for our brains to process emotions or sort through memories doesn't fully account for the complexity
Right.
and sometimes even prophetic nature of dreams.
Yeah.
There are countless accounts of people experiencing vivid,
Yeah.
recurring dreams that seem to defy conventional explanations.
Totally, just like Robert.
If
And
they
those
think-
precognitive dreams,
Right.
the ones that seem to foretell future events,
Uh-huh.
are especially mind-boggling. It's as if these dreams tap into a level of awareness that transcends our linear perception of time.
To understand those,
Yeah.
we might need to consider the possibility
Okay.
that consciousness
Yeah.
isn't confined to our physical brains.
Oh, interesting.
What if it operates on a non-local level?
Meaning?
Meaning it's not bound by the usual constraints
Okay.
of space and time
Uh-huh.
that could explain how information from the future
Yeah.
could appear in our dreams.
Okay, now we're getting into some seriously deep waters.
Yeah.
But let's stick with Robert for a moment.
Right.
He seems convinced that these locations where he's having these vivid dreams, his couch in Cape Town and that spot in Bristol, are somehow significant. He even hints that they might be points of access
Interesting.
to other realities or dimensions.
That's a fascinating idea. You know, throughout history, many cultures have believed
Yeah.
in the existence of power spots, places where the veil between realities is thin.
Wow.
Could these locations Robert describes
Right.
be modern examples of these ancient concepts?
Like something out of a science fiction movie.
I know, right?
And what's even more intriguing is that he describes these other realities as being incredibly vibrant and detailed,
Right.
unlike anything he's experienced in his waking life.
That level of detail and realism
Yeah.
is actually a common thread in many accounts of altered states of consciousness,
Okay.
whether through dreams, meditation, or even near-death experiences.
Right.
It suggests that these experiences aren't just hallucinations
Huh.
or random firings of neurons,
Okay.
but rather glimpses into a different order of reality.
Okay, I have to add, if we entertain this idea, even for a moment,
Yeah.
what does it mean for our understanding of reality itself?
That's the million-dollar question.
Right.
Are we talking about parallel universes?
Yeah.
Different timelines?
Or something else entirely.
It's both exciting and a bit terrifying to think that our understanding of reality
I know, right?
might be so limited. Robert even draws a comparison between scientists and technologists, arguing that people like Elon Musk are pushing boundaries with space travel and innovation, while scientists are often hesitant to investigate these unexplained areas of human experience.
That's an interesting observation.
Yeah.
Perhaps a blend of those approaches.
Like what?
The scientific rigor.
Yeah.
Combined with a willingness to explore the unconventional is what's needed to understand the mysteries of consciousness.
He specifically mentions AI, suggesting that the kind of innovation we're seeing in fields like biotechnology could also be applied to understanding dreams and consciousness.
Interesting.
What are your thoughts on that?
AI has already proven to be an incredibly powerful tool for analyzing complex data and recognizing patterns.
Imagine what insights we could gain if we directed that same level of innovation towards understanding the hidden workings of our minds and even the nature of reality itself.
It's mind-blowing to think about the potential.
I know.
But speaking of mind-blowing concepts, Robert also suggests a connection between his dream experiences and the mind-bending world of quantum mechanics.
Yes, the quantum connection.
Right.
This idea that our minds might be capable of interacting with other dimensions or realities is a fascinating one.
For sure.
It's a concept that aligns with some interpretations of quantum theory, which suggests that reality might be far more complex and interconnected than we previously imagined.
He even brings up physicist Michio Kaku's prediction about the possibility of downloading dreams by 2050.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Kaku suggests that we might one day be able to record and replay our dreams, which Robert seems to believe lends credibility to his own experiences.
Kaku's prediction certainly adds fuel to the fire.
Yeah.
If we could record and replay our dreams, imagine the potential for scientific study and understanding.
Totally.
But it also raises a lot of ethical and philosophical questions about the nature of memory, privacy, and even the boundaries of our own identities.
Wow, that's a lot to unpack.
Definitely.
But ultimately, it seems like Robert's main message is a call for more open-mindedness and exploration within the scientific community.
I agree.
He urges researchers to be more experimental and embrace the potential of technologies like AI and quantum computing to shed light on these unexplained phenomena.
He's right. There's still so much we don't know about consciousness, dreams, and the nature of reality itself.
Perhaps by embracing a more open and inquisitive approach, we can finally unlock the secrets these experiences hold.
Well, Robert's story is certainly a compelling one.
It is. What stands out to you the most so far?
What's fascinating to me is how his experiences, while extraordinary, aren't entirely unique.
Oh, interesting.
Throughout history, people have reported vivid, recurring dreams that seem to defy conventional explanations.
For sure.
And many of these, just like Robert's, involve unusual phenomena, a sense of altered reality, or even those mind-bending precognitive elements we talked about.
You're right, and it's those precognitive dreams that I find especially intriguing.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's almost as if these dreams are tapping into a level of awareness that transcends our linear perception of time.
Exactly. And that's where things get really interesting from a scientific perspective.
I'm all ears. Let's dive deeper into this.
If we consider the possibility that consciousness isn't confined to, like, our physical brains, that it might operate on a non-local level, meaning it's not bound by the typical limitations of space and time. Then the concept of precognitive dreams becomes a bit less outlandish.
Okay, so back to Robert's experience. Remember how he was convinced that those specific locations where he had those vivid dreams were somehow important? It's as if those spots, his couch in Cape Town and that place in Bristol, were acting like gateways to other realities.
His observation about location-specific dream activity is definitely intriguing. It raises the question, could certain places hold a unique, energetic signature that somehow interacts with our consciousness during dream states.
So are we saying that some places can actually, like, boost our dream experiences?
It's a possibility worth exploring.
Wow.
Think of it this way.
Okay.
If we consider consciousness as a form of energy,
Right.
then it's plausible that certain locations could act as amplifiers or resonators for that energy, facilitating those extraordinary experiences.
That's making my head spin a bit, but let's go with it for a moment.
Okay.
If some locations really can boost our dream experiences, what does that mean for our understanding of reality?
Well, it challenges the traditional scientific perspective
Okay.
that reality is solely defined by what we can observe and measure.
Yeah.
Robert's experiences and countless others like his
Right.
suggest there might be dimensions of reality
Okay.
beyond our current comprehension,
With a what?
dimensions that we might be able to access
Yeah.
through these enhanced dream states.
So maybe those power spots Robert described are like tuning forks,
Yeah,
helping our consciousness vibrate at a frequency that allows us to perceive these other realities.
it's a fascinating analogy. And it leads us back to Robert's frustration with the scientific community.
Right. He felt like they weren't giving these phenomena the
Yeah.
attention they deserved,
Right.
especially with the incredible advancements we're seeing in technology.
You're right. He specifically mentioned AI and quantum computing.
Yeah, arguing that these tools could be game changers in our understanding of dreams and consciousness.
AI has already revolutionized fields like medicine and engineering.
For sure.
Imagine the potential if we applied that same level of innovation
Right.
to the study of consciousness.
Yeah.
We could analyze massive data sets of dream reports,
Okay.
identify patterns, and maybe even develop technologies to induce or enhance specific dream states.
Wow, that would be incredible. And speaking of mind-blowing technology,
Yeah.
Robert also brought up the idea of quantum computing.
Right.
I have to admit, that's a bit beyond my grasp.
Oh, yeah.
Can you break that down for me and our listener?
Of course, quantum computers harness the principles of quantum mechanics
Okay.
to perform calculations in ways that traditional computers can't even fathom.
Huh.
And remember, quantum mechanics is all about the strange and counterintuitive behavior
Yeah.
of matter and energy at the atomic and subatomic levels.
Okay, I'm starting to see the connection.
Yeah.
We're talking about a technology that operates on the same principles
Right?
that might govern consciousness and even these other realities Robert is describing.
Exactly. So if we combine the power of AI,
Yeah.
which can analyze vast amounts of data, with the unique capabilities of quantum computers,
Okay.
which might even be able to simulate or interact with these other dimensions,
Yeah.
the possibilities for understanding consciousness and the nature of reality
Right.
become almost limitless.
That's a lot to process. But I have
Yeah.
to ask,
Yeah.
if we do start unlocking these secrets, how might that change our lives, our societies,
Yeah.
our understanding of what it means to be human?
Those are the big questions, aren't they?
Right.
Imagine a world where we could consciously access and navigate other dimensions of reality,
Wow.
where we could tap into the collective unconscious,
Yeah.
or even communicate telepathically. The implications for science, philosophy, spirituality, and our daily lives are truly profound.
It sounds like science fiction.
I know, right?
But who knows what the future holds? Maybe Robert's dreams are giving us a glimpse of that future.
Yeah.
A future where the boundaries between science and spirituality blur,
Yeah.
and our understanding of reality expands exponentially.
It's certainly a possibility.
Yeah.
But even if we never fully unravel the mysteries of dreams, even if they remain elusive and enigmatic,
Right.
I think the most important takeaway is the invitation to explore,
Yeah.
to question, to remain open to the unknown.
I like that.
Robert's story is a powerful reminder
For sure.
that there's still so much we don't know about the universe and our place within it.
Absolutely. It's a call to listen to that inner voice.
Yes.
That intuition that whispers to us in
Yeah.
those quiet spaces between waking and sleeping.
Beautifully put. Who knows? Maybe those whispers are leading us towards a greater understanding of ourselves and the universe we inhabit.
All right.
But let's circle back to Robert's experience.
Yeah.
With those location-specific dreams, he felt they were significant,
Right.
even suggesting they were potential gateways to other realities. What do you think about the idea that certain locations could hold
Yeah.
a special kind of energy or significance?
Well, I have to admit, the idea of power spots
Yeah.
has always intrigued me.
Right.
It's a concept found in cultures around the world. These places where people report feeling a heightened sense of energy or connection to something greater than themselves.
You're right. It's a recurring theme throughout human history
Yeah.
and across diverse spiritual traditions. These places are often associated with heightened spiritual experiences,
Interesting.
mystical visions,
Yeah.
or even miraculous healings.
Huh.
And some researchers believe that these locations might possess unique geomagnetic properties
Okay.
or electromagnetic fields
Right.
that could influence our consciousness.
So maybe Robert was tapping into something real.
Possibly.
Something that's been recognized for centuries, but never fully explained by science.
It's certainly a possibility.
Yeah.
And if these locations do exist,
Right.
what makes them special?
Yeah, what good?
Are they naturally occurring points of energetic convergence? Or were they intentionally created by ancient cultures for specific purposes?
Fascinating.
These are questions that warrant further investigation.
It's fascinating to think that there might be a hidden geography of energy and consciousness
Right.
that we're only just beginning to map
Uh-huh.
Robert's story along with those countless other accounts of extraordinary experiences
Right.
in specific locations.
Yeah.
Suggests there's something more to the world than meets the eye.
Exactly. It's a reminder that we shouldn't dismiss these experiences as mere superstition
Right.
or imagination.
Yeah.
They might be pointing us towards a deeper understanding
Ugh.
of the interconnectedness of consciousness, energy, and the fabric of reality itself.
You know, as we're exploring these ideas,
Yeah.
I'm struck by the potential implications for scientific research.
Oh, really?
If we could identify and study these power spots
Uh-huh.
using the tools of modern science,
Right.
imagine the insights we might gain about the nature of consciousness and the universe.
It's an exciting prospect.
Yeah.
We could use sensitive instruments to measure electromagnetic fields,
Okay.
geomagnetic anomalies,
Yeah.
or even subtle changes in the quantum vacuum in these locations.
Okay.
And perhaps, through careful observation and experimentation,
Uh-huh.
we can begin to understand the mechanisms
Right.
by which these places might be influencing human consciousness.
I can already envision researchers setting up labs in ancient temples,
Wow.
on mountaintops,
Yeah.
or even in Robert's living room in Cape Town,
Right.
trying to unlock the secrets of these extraordinary experiences.
It would be a fascinating new frontier of scientific exploration, one that could bridge the gap between ancient wisdom and modern science.
Totally.
But remember,
Yeah.
even if we do find scientific explanation
Right.
for these phenomena, it doesn't diminish their mystery or their power.
That's a really important point. I think there's a tendency to assume
I agree.
that once we can explain something scientifically,
Right.
it somehow becomes less magical or awe-inspiring.
Yeah.
But I believe the opposite is true.
I agree. Understanding the intricate workings of the universe,
Right.
the delicate dance of energy and matter, only deepens our appreciation for its beauty and wonder.
For sure.
And who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe by studying these phenomena,
Right.
we'll uncover even more mysteries, even more layers of reality that we never even imagined.
Speaking of unraveling mysteries,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on Robert's call
Okay.
for the scientific community to be more open-minded
Uh-huh.
and embrace the potential of technologies like AI and quantum computing to study these phenomena?
I think he raises a valid point.
Yeah.
There's often a reluctance within the scientific community to venture beyond established paradigms,
Right.
especially when it comes to topics like consciousness
Yeah.
and anomalous experiences.
Right.
But as we've seen time and time again,
Uh-huh.
the most profound discoveries often come from challenging those assumptions
Totally.
and exploring the unknown.
You're right. We need more researchers who are willing to step outside of their comfort zones
Absolutely.
to embrace the unknown
Yeah,
and to collaborate across disciplines.
for sure.
The study of consciousness and these extraordinary experiences requires a multidisciplinary approach,
Right.
bringing together physicists,
Mhm.
neuroscientists, psychologists,
Yeah.
anthropologists,
Right.
and even philosophers.
Exactly. And it requires a willingness to consider new possibilities,
Totally.
to entertain ideas that might seem strange or even impossible at first glance.
Yeah.
That's how scientific breakthroughs happen.
I'm also curious about the ethical implications of these technologies.
Right.
As we develop more sophisticated tools for studying
Yeah.
and potentially manipulating consciousness,
Uh-huh.
it's crucial that we proceed with caution and thoughtful consideration.
You raise a critical point.
Yeah.
We need to engage in open and transparent discussions
Yeah.
about the ethical implications of these technologies,
Okay.
involving experts from various fields, as well as the public.
Right.
We need to ask ourselves tough questions.
Like what?
How will these technologies be used?
Hmm.
Who will have access to them?
Yeah.
And what are the potential risks and benefits?
It's a lot of responsibility.
It is.
But it's a responsibility we can't shy away from
Right.
as we venture deeper into the mysteries of consciousness and the universe.
Yeah.
We need to ensure that we're doing so ethically and responsibly.
Absolutely.
Right.
And I believe that these conversations,
Yeah.
these explorations into the unknown,
Right.
will ultimately lead us to a greater understanding of ourselves, our place in the cosmos, and the true nature of reality.
Well said. I think we've given our listener a lot to ponder today.
Oh, boy.
And I have a feeling this conversation is just the beginning.
Indeed. It's an invitation to continue exploring,
Yes.
questioning,
Uh-huh.
and dreaming.
Absolutely.
And who knows what wonders we might uncover along the way.
You know, it really feels like we are on the verge of some major breakthroughs
Yeah.
in our understanding of consciousness, especially with all the amazing tools that we're developing,
Yeah.
like AI and quantum computing.
Exactly.
It's as if we're finally catching up to all these ancient mysteries
Right.
that humans have been pondering for centuries.
I agree. What's really exciting is that these tools
Yeah.
aren't just theoretical anymore.
Right.
They're actually being applied
Yeah.
in real-world settings,
I know, it's great.
pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible.
Totally.
Imagine the insights we could gain
Yeah.
if we directed that same level of innovation
Right.
towards understanding, consciousness and dreams.
It's mind-boggling to think about the potential.
Absolutely.
But, I'm also curious about the practical implications.
Yeah.
If we start unlocking these secrets, how might it change our lives, our societies,
Right.
even our understanding of what it means to be human?
That's a profound question,
Yeah.
and one that we're only beginning to grapple with.
Right.
Imagine a world where we could consciously access and navigate other dimensions of reality,
Oh, wow.
where we could tap into the collective unconscious or even communicate telepathically.
That would be incredible.
The possibilities are truly limitless.
It sounds like science fiction.
It does, doesn't it?
But who knows what the future holds?
Exactly.
Maybe Robert's dreams are giving us a glimpse of that future.
Could be.
A future where the boundaries between science and spirituality blur, and our understanding of reality expands exponentially.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
But even if we never fully unravel the mysteries of dreams,
Right.
even if they remain elusive and enigmatic,
Yeah.
I think the most important takeaway
Okay.
is this invitation to explore,
Yeah.
to question, to remain open to the unknown.
Absolutely. And to listen to that inner voice, that intuition that whispers to us
Yes.
in the quiet spaces between waking and sleeping.
Beautifully said.
Yeah.
And who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe those whispers are leading us towards a greater understanding of ourselves and the universe we inhabit.
Well, you've given us and our listener a lot to ponder today.
I hope so.
Robert's story is a powerful reminder that there's still so much we don't know.
So much to discover.
Yeah, so much to discover.
The nature of reality,
Right.
consciousness,
Yeah,
and the power of dreams.
indeed. And as we conclude this deep dive,
Yeah.
I want to thank you for joining us and exploring these really fascinating concepts.
Of course, it was my pleasure.
And to our listeners, thank you for tuning in and keep those dreams coming.